speaker is going to give a follow-up speech to a few weeks ago when he shared a story about a rocket. And this time he is going to give a speech called Another Rocket. Story.
Have you ever thought about building a rocket? Would you like to build a rocket? I know Zena would. Maybe Maggie would. After you hear how cool it is to glue in the fins at the bottom with epoxy, and once the epoxy's in, you run your finger over it and get it smooth. Or how you attach the nose cone on the top, about this big, where you could put things in the nose cone like GPS devices and tracking devices. Or the engine tube in the bottom, you glue that in where the rocket engine will go. Sound exciting to build a rocket like that?
Sounds great.
Sounds great, right? Sound better this week?
Amazing. I can't wait.
Woohoo! Well, I'm in the process of building a rocket about this size, not only for the fun of it, but for an interesting educational reason, which you'll hear more about a little later. Please to please. That's what, right?
Yep.
I'm building this rocket at UIC, working with UIC students who are members of the American Institute for Aeronautics and Astronautics. These are students who routinely build rockets for competition. And it turns out that I am the faculty advisor of this particular group, because I teach a course called The Theory of Propulsion. In this course, I discuss all the equations that are involved with getting rockets up into space, as well as the equations associated with jet engines. Yet many of these students don't even take my class and are building rockets all the time and coming to me and saying, Professor Brzezinski, we're going to shoot this one off this weekend. It's called the Battle of the Rockets. And then, oh, this one, this IRC competition. So they're doing these competitions, and they haven't even taken my course. On the other hand, I'm teaching this course, and I've never built a rocket. Don't you wonder, how does somebody teach a course on rockets and never build a rocket? How do students build a rocket and never take a course on rockets? What kind of educational system are we having here? So I decided, it's called due diligence, right? That I should build a rocket too. And I talked to the students and they said, buy this kit and you can get certified for level 1, level 2 rocketry. So I bought the kit and I started following the instructions. And it comes with a slit in there, you put the fins in, you gotta mix epoxy, and by the way, if you ever get into epoxies, you'll discover there are all kinds of epoxies, 5-minute, 30-minute, extra strong, quick drying, slow, I mean, it's great stuff, as long as you don't get it on your eyelids. My advice to you, right? It'll be almost as bad as super glue. Epoxying the fins in, putting the motor tube in, epoxying it all around. They even have a word for it. The student said you have to put a fillet of epoxy around there. That means smoothing it around so it's really even and it holds really tight. And then attaching a shock cord, great name for a cord that will hold the parachute when the rocket goes up, opens up, the parachute comes out. Something has to hold the rocket to the parachute, the shock cord. And I've been working on this with the students for a while, and now it's done. I thought of bringing the rocket in, but it's about this big. And I was a little concerned walking through the streets of Chicago with something that really does look like a missile. I might never get to this meeting, but it's about this big with big white cone on the front there, and long tube. And it's been very educational. I've learned what the students are talking about, all their issues about the fins and the aerodynamics and the surface roughness, and most importantly, about the rocket motor that will launch this thing probably to about 2,000 to 3,000 feet. 2,000 to 3,000 feet, it's getting up there. It's not as high as an airplane, but it's way up there. But the message here is, somebody like myself, who's teaching about rocket propulsion, should build a rocket and know the connection between what's being taught and what's actually being done. Now, this is not a far-out idea. You would think that somebody, for example, who's teaching how to give a speech should give speeches. Do you know anyone in this room who does that? Oh, Tim, yes, right. Tim teaches speaking and gets up and gives speeches. Someone who's teaching auto mechanics should actually work on a car, right? I don't know, right? Shouldn't just. And the idea is, if you are a specialist or a teacher of something, perhaps you can see from this story how important it is to connect that with the practice. Because many times, people who are doing it are not learning what needs to be learned. So the next time you find yourself giving somebody advice, teaching somebody, jujitsu, for example. You teach jujitsu, but I know you do it. You're teaching something, you ought to make it your business to do it. And when you do that, right, when you start doing that, this is the sales part. When you start doing that, you'll find out your teaching is better because now you understand what you're actually teaching. And you'll also find that the people who are learning better because they know you know what you're talking about. So you teachers out there, practice what you teach. You mechanics out there, go to school and learn the theory.
Thank you, Ken. We always learn a lot from your speech.